Nasky, we hit record. That's crazy. We actually remembered today. We have a
Nice.
special guest worldwide, 405. She is going to be with me today. Gathering your guys' questions, keeping everything in order. Let's say if Wes asks something, that way I won't miss anything. If we do, if it slips through the cracks, feel free to ask it again. It's going to be a little bit different today. We've done, I think, three podcasts so far on mental health. This one is really going to be just based streaming. This is going to be all streaming. If you guys check the title, it's going to be navigating streamer life, networking, having a presence with social media, goals you can set as a streamer, either to get started or to go full-time, to stay full-time, anything about gameplay or growth. You guys will be able to ask away if you guys have other questions. I know Ben has submitted things as well already.
There's something on the floor that I need to pick up. So you bend and snap.
Do I have a red button?
The bend and snap.
Said Ravens
works every
suck. The Ravens do
time.
suck, Joe. The Ravens do suck. I wish they would bring back. It'd actually be nice if they brought back Ray Lewis as like their defensive coordinator. I think that would be kind of crazy. I'll get the house. What up, Dirty Curdy? Hope you guys are doing well. We already had our first ban. Wait, did we ban that guy? Did we ban the bot already?
Yeah.
First one of the day. You haven't used your green screen like 4 years. It's cool though. Yeah. I mean, listen, I had one when I started. I think even I switched around this streaming room a little bit, and I had one for a while, but ended up just taking it away, switching it. But yo, what's up? Good evening, roommates. I keep wanting to say good morning because I'm not used to going live like in the afternoon, let alone in the freaking evening. What up, Jinx? How you doing, man? What is this, Judge Juggernaut? W setup, yo. Thank you, Payne. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Love the desk. Thank you, roommate. Judge Juggy, yo, Driller. Yo, Tucky, the pictures that you send me, I just can't put on this desk. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, Tuck? the ones you send me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, worst player, Raiders of all ages. What up,
Welcome
baby?
to the Juggerdome.
Welcome to the Juggerdome. Yo, thank you so much, bro. Hope your stream was great today. Hope it was a big freaking W. I believe you're running with Payne today. Hope everything went good. Yo, what's up, Whitehead? What up, dude? Get a shout out to the big worst player. He was probably the best player on that team, though. I don't know. I saw you guys catching them dubskis, though. That was big W, and big W, bro. Oh, hey, Payne. Sorry, Payne's still here. Sorry, I was just kidding. What up, Chunky? What up, bro? I was the anchor. Oh, everybody has to play their role, Driller. I don't know if I like this music. Everybody has to play their role, buddy. It's okay. You did great. Oh, you're right. I didn't. I'm sorry, bro. I really meant to. I will get that sent to you tonight. I'll get it sent, bro. All right. Let's do that. Alley Cat says this setup though. Setup's really nice. I think this is just gonna be how I stream from now on. This is gonna be my look, my setup. I'm not even gonna be playing games anymore. So, my day was good so far, Ben. Today was good. We were just relaxing. I really needed to sleep in, get some things done around the house. He stole my setup and became Judge Juggernaut. Are you for Prez? Nah. I don't want it. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here, showing up. Welcome to the 5 o'clock stream. I don't think I've ever gone late or gone live this late in the day. So here we are. Beer's growing in nice. We got a worldwide 405 with us. Are we gonna start off with Ben? What are we thinking?
Yeah, we could start with Ben's.
Ben had some questions in our Dropbox channel and Discord. See that me time, good job. Yeah, thank you, bro. Gotta say the shorter beard suits you. Thank you, lady. Thank you. I appreciate you. It's definitely more manageable. I'm probably gonna grow it down to like where it sits on my chest. Just a nice full good beard. Nice full something. Remind me not to get any more illegal trouble with Jugs. Shit my ass away. Dude, I might be one of the only people on your side. I don't know. You might want Judge Juggernaut. I think it would look nice sitting on your chest. Wait, are you saying you would look nice sitting on my... Alright. Moving on, worst player. Moving on. Alright, yo, Ben. Ben, are you here? Ben, are you here? Are we ready? He had like 4 or 5 things that he dropped in our Dropbox.
You want to start with number 1?
Yeah. Listen, so it kind of compounds a little bit. If anybody saw his questions, he asked, how did I meet the wife? How did I propose? He's asked about my anxiety with streaming, a fear in life, and what made me decide to quit car sales and go into streaming.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is. You can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
This is where our Juggernaut. What up, Chubbs? How you doing, bro?
Whose car are we gonna take?
Love the alerts are still gonna cover my face. I love that shit, bro. Yo, Chubbs, what the fuck? Yo, Ben, which one do you want me to start with? You want me to start with the wife stuff or the streaming stuff? I'll let him pick. The wife stuff. All right, so it is funny because I met her with a dealership. So I told you, like, everything kind of goes according to plan. I met her. I had a buddy at the dealership, and she was a friend of his, and she had just totaled her car. Yo, what's up, Pierogi? What up, bro? How you doing, my man? Happy Saturday to you. She had just totaled her car, coming into the dealership, and like every time he would like get up and go away, I would try to like reach around, like ask her how she was doing, what she was into, what kind of car she was looking at, and all this different stuff. Just trying to like get my way in there. Yo, dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Welcome in, man.
Welcome to the cult, pal. Thanks. You guys are the best. Right.
Ended up going out with them like afterwards. They like went out to celebrate getting the new car and hanging out, and really just kind of fell for her. Over a span of time, ended up reaching out, getting her number, talking to her, hanging out on the weekends, and it was wraps. But I ended up proposing to her. We were about maybe dating for a year or so. And I remember being so freaking nervous. I had her parents over, for like a little cookout, and you know, I brought her dad outside just to, you know, I went the respectful route, asking permission, doing all that kind of stuff. But literally, you know, I go through everything and nervous and stumbling, and ended up asking her dad for permission, and he goes, no. He goes, I don't think so. And like, I just freaking froze.
My
I was like,
cupcakes are
what?
moist and delicious. Men love my cupcakes.
And probably for what seemed an eternity, I just sat there like contemplating what I was gonna do. And he was like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I really think you guys are great for each other. I think it's gonna be, you know, obviously you have my blessing and blah blah blah. And you know, he was just trying to be funny there. But that was probably like, what do they say? Like your heart sinks into your stomach. Like, you know, it was one of those like crashing feelings. I was like, there's no freaking way. But like even going in there and getting down on one knee and proposing, and I think Anna was still like 6, you know what I mean? And like I have a little a photo, like I'm down on one knee and she's like next to me and her mom, and like just like looking up, and you know, ended up proposing. And thankfully she said yes, or else would have had to cut the barbecue short. But no, it was cute. You made your heart sink into your ass, not your stomach, bro. It was like the worst feeling. Hi Stitch, thank you for checking in. What up, Goblin? How you doing? Strawberry Shortcake Mill says good afternoon. As we are talking, if you guys have other streaming questions and things like that, you guys are more than welcome to put them in the chat, and Natsy's going to write them down, keep them in order. Yo, worst, thank you for checking in. What up, Hush Puppies? What up, bro? Yeah, I mean, listen, when you end up, you know, asking someone with 2 kids to, you know, to marry you, you marry not just her, but like the kids too, right? Everything's a big family. It's, you know, the way it's got to be. You gotta have full unconditional love for everyone. So, gonna go to. I think he said, well, what made you decide to quit your car sales and do streaming, and how did the wife feel about the new adventure? I think we're gonna go to that one next. Committing yourself to them babies and her. Exactly, Jinx. Exactly. Yo, W Dirty. No, Chunky, but yeah, I think we're gonna get into that as well. So listen, I think if anybody's into streaming and they have a spouse, you have to have like the full unconditional support from your other half, right? So I have said, the Jinx has known me a long ass time. How many times that I've said I owe a lot to her, because she showed me so much support in this journey, and what we've been doing, and through streaming, to where I fully believe, like, if I didn't have her, like if I was single, right? If I was single and I was trying to stream, I don't know if I would have been like as successful at it as we currently are. From having someone to talk to, like when you're having a rough day, to understanding like the struggles that you go through, to understand like the ups and downs. I mean, listen, it's as little as her trusting me to do it, trusting me that I could do it, you know, supporting you as you're having the tough days, and you know, hey, it's just a tough day, tomorrow's a new one, right? You know, little things like she would bring me lunch, or you know, refill a water, or bring me coffee, or or anything like that. Like, it's such a W support system that, you know, she gave me a chance. Like when we moved to North Carolina, and I mean, I'm the one who told her as well, right? Like, I was doing really good in car sales. I was you know, making a good amount of money, and we were gonna have like some from the house that we had just sold in Maryland. And I said, hey, look, I'm gonna give it 3 months, right? 3 months, and if things don't reach to like a level where it would be sustainable, I'm probably gonna go back to sales, go back to car sales, whatever it may be. Like, I'll do it. And she fully supported it. She goes, all right, that's perfect. Like, you do the finances, you understand what's going on, you know, what we be able to afford and provide and everything else. And I just had her full on support. And that came from, like, before we even moved, before I did this full time, I had given myself a goal on Facebook. I was like, I would work 10 to 12 hours a day. I would work 10 to 12 hours a day. I would come home, she would have dinner ready for me, and I would stream from like 10 to 1, 11 to 2, and this is back when I was getting up like 7:30, 8 o'clock to get back to work at like 9 a.m. the next day. So, you know, I did that for a year. And she goes, man, it would be so nice if you got to the point where like your community like sustains you being able to do it. And I streamed for a full year. Working full time at the dealership, and then streaming every night for as long as I could, whether it was 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I was doing that 6 days a week. And I said I would really like to get to 10,000 followers before your tail's whacking my soundboard. So I said I want to get to 10,000 followers before I thought things would be like able to be sustainable. And I had like just hit, I think I was at like 10,500 or 11,000, right?
You lose! Good day, sir!
I think it was like 10,500 or 11,000 followers. So like I had set a goal to get there, and I achieved it. I got to where I wanted to be on Facebook, and as like part of the question, when Dirty's saying, how long until I started making a living off of streaming. When I was doing it part-time, when I was doing it for 2 or 3 hours a night, you can't make a living off of that. I don't think there was like any chance that I would have been able to make a living. Like, it was extra income that I was having at that time, but it wasn't gonna pay what I needed to, having a wife and 2 kids and everything else, and used to quite a bit that I was bringing home from the dealership. But that's why I said when we moved, I gave it 3 months, and I said I'm gonna go full time. We have a little bit of a nest egg that would take care of it. Like, if I made zero from streaming in the first 3 months, like I would take that time, I would give it the chance, and that was 5 years ago. So we've been able to be full time for 5 years. I got really lucky in the beginning. I say luck. If you work hard enough, you create your own luck, right? But I was streaming. I would do a stream in the morning. I would take a break. I would eat lunch, and I would do a stream at night. And I did that every day. You guys know me now. Like I rarely take time off. I rarely take a day off. I've been forcing myself to take like Sundays off recently, but you know, I put PM sub squads. Yeah, I would do like as much as possible, stream as much as possible. You know, uploading content, everything. He says, "Go Tigers!" What up, Torch? What up, bro? Everything that I could do, streaming as much as possible to give myself like an opportunity to make it full time. And you know, this is still obviously on Facebook, but I tried to outwork everybody, and I had some really good people around me. Really good people around me, and it seemed like every month or every couple months I was getting somebody else that was like, Facebook definitely paid like subs and you know, stars and all these different things, and then they were handing out bonuses like for how well your streams did, and I decided to go full time started this morning. But I got really lucky that it was like every 2 months or even every 3 months I would have somebody that was just like coming in hot. Like the first couple months, you know, I had this guy Dead Bear, and he was like, at that time we just had stars, right? So he'd throw, I don't know, couple 100,000 stars, which would be like a couple grand, right? And then like the next month, Krista, who is like Glitter Taco, would come in, drop like 100,000 stars. It says dropped 100k bombs. Yeah, that shit was crazy. Taco would come in, and then oh my gosh, I can see her name. She ended up passing away. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm seeing her screen name, and I can't think of her name. I don't know. Ashlyn, thank you. Yeah, Ashlyn. Ashlyn was like a huge supporter for like 6 months. She had like some crazy shit happen. Ended up passing away. But like, you know, she was crazy. She was freaking crazy. So like I really got lucky in like this first like 6 months to a year that gave me this ability to keep it full time, and like then we started growing. He said made a milli from sports betting. Yeah, we wish we could all get rich off of sports betting. He says Miss Krista. Yeah, she stops in every once in a while. Yo, what's up, Savage? How you doing, man? Yeah, we once yeeted Dr. Disrespect off of a blimp. That shit was definitely fun. Oh yeah, Torch. Hope you guys have fun, man. Pretty cool. But like, it was definitely luck, because when I was streaming just like the few hours, I would not have made it. I would definitely not have made it if I continue like that type of income. So it was really lucky. I felt like I put in the hours, and I gave myself the chance, and did really well with that chance that Miss Jugs was supporting me from. Were you gonna say something?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say another one of Ben's questions. I didn't know if you were done with that
All
topic.
right, go ahead. Looks like Allie's trying to put some questions in there and think about.
He just wanted to talk about the anxiety that you had before you go live still. And that kind of goes hand in hand with one of your biggest fears that you hope never comes true.
Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
This effing guy says weird fort. Yo, welcome in, Mark. Welcome, bro. Listen, we're just reminiscing some of them old days, dog. Listen, Mark was another one of them. Like between stars and Cash App and all that crap, Mark was I say was. He hasn't stopped supporting, but he's definitely one of the ones that that helped me get through the beginning, bro. Says the old subby games before we had ZBs and the sweat lobbies. Loving the border, yo, thank you. It's all due to Natsuki. Hello, Mama Stitch. No party like a third party. Yo, thank you so much for the 100, baby. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Nitro, thank you for checking in. What up, girl? What up? Okay, so Bennett also asked a question about my anxiety. I brought up before that like I have anxiety.
Look, I told you stop looking at me. I'm
live.
not playing with you. Ow! Oh, I'm not vicious.
Hola, Haley. How are you? This is me and Lee would have Star Party Wars on Friday nights. Oh yeah, bro, Lee too. Holy shit. Is that dinner? Hell yeah, Nitro. What do we have for dinner tonight? Still trying to decide what I'm gonna have. Feeling really good, Haley. Talk about like anxiety. So it's the same thing. Like, so 6 years later, I still have like anxiety before we do like a podcast like this, right? I'm still gonna have anxiety. You know, you hope people that show up. You hope that you can keep like a conversation going. You hope people ask questions. You know, all the stuff that's like solved by just hitting the live button already. You know what I mean? Does it still get the jitters for hitting the go live after years? Hell yeah, Dutch. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, there's a lot of days if I don't have like an exact plan, there's a lot of days I still feel that way. And I've been doing this for 6 years, right?
You lose. Good day, sir.
Still doing this shit 6 years later, but it's I've always gotten nervous, right? Like I played sports growing up, but you know, when I was little, I would do soccer and I did lacrosse, and then you know, went into football, went into wrestling, and always had like not like clutch anxiety, but it's like that spotlight anxiety, you know? Like there were times that I was you know, I was a linebacker in high school. I also did all the kicking. You have no idea like the anxiety that I had, like kicking a field goal or an extra point or punting and all that kind of shit. Wait, you just noticed that, Torch? Yo, I said I did that yesterday when you were getting AI modded. I said, here, you won't get fucking AI modded anymore, and they were all picking on you. What's up, Brittany? He says hi. Good evening, girl. It was after you said like 2 things and everybody else was saying the same thing and they weren't getting deleted. I was like, I'll just give you a hammer. I'm pretty sure that you had realized it, because I thought you said it again and it like didn't get banned. I don't know. Oh, hamburger helper. Oh hell yeah, that shit's so nice and easy, Haley. Um, I feel like going live and streaming is like being vulnerable with people, opening yourself up, complete strangers, maybe not being accepted or liked for who you are. Exactly, Haley. Exactly. Listen, you can do everything right and still get hate, right? You still get it from like no matter what you do. Yo, what's up, Xanax? What up, dude? Yeah, the internet's definitely a crazy place. So, like, there's things that I've just learned to deal with. So, like, posting content, right? So posting content and posting my own gameplay for so long, like someone would like shit talk what I did, and I would have to either hold back from like responding or come up with like a smart ass response that made them stupid for even saying something in the first place, like on my post, right? Like but like when you have to get over the anxiety of caring about the opinions of people that aren't paying you or supporting you, right? So you know, you end up just going live, you end up posting that content, doing whatever you need to do, because you know that opinion is irrelevant. I don't know if anybody listens to Gary V, but I mean, he talks about that shit all the time. Said if they don't like you or accept you, and they can move the fuck on. Wait, hold on. I did, Allie? No, I think I read one of her things like in between that she was making, like what she was the food she was making. Yeah, but he says, "Good evening, Mr. President." What up, Danny? Yeah, I agree, Brittany. But so like, I feel like I've always had that anxiety, but just going live is like just my key. I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Like, you take a deep breath and you just do it anyways. Like, just go live. Just go live. Just go live. Like, see, some people want to like sit there and play video games and then end up not going live. I was like, why? Just do it. You know, you do it a couple thousand times and it'll just be all right. What's 6 years times 365? I don't know. We're probably getting up to that close. What's up, homeless? How you doing, man?
1,800 days.
1,800 days. Yeah. We're almost at the couple thousand. Like the last part for Ben, is one of those fears in life that you hope that don't come true. 2190, nice. Yeah, all right, we've got a couple thousand going lives. We've probably taken 100 days off in 6 years. It sounds about right. So like one of the fears in life, I guess I could say one of the fears in streaming is like part of that anxiety, right? Like you go live and like your noti doesn't go out to anybody, and nobody stops in. You don't say hi to anybody, because I had that in the beginning, right? You know, like I would stream on Facebook and like watch his Streamlabs, watch his chat, and like nobody's there, nothing shows up. That happens to me all the time. GG's, Danny. But listen, I went through it, right? I went through it. I had to go through that. you know, I think that's part of it, is like, you know, when you do something, obviously you don't want to fail at like something that you're trying. So you either have to say, what can I do better? Okay, did I watch my stream back? Did I see how my audio was? Did I see how my gameplay was? Did I see how my my game sound related to me speaking? Like, cause I spent, you know, a year of like reviewing my shit. Said I was trying to go live around these bitches' schedule for a minute. He was doing these nice streams multiple nights a week, not taking days off. Yeah, I'm sorry. Listen, but that was part of my drive, right? Like I didn't want to take a day off because I love this shit, right? I love this shit, and at the end of the day, like I would also be like as anxious as I would to go live. I would be just as excited for like the next day, or we're having a really good stream tomorrow, or you know, I got Legend and Propane and Fury playing for the morning. Like, bro, I can't wait for this fucking stream. Like, so I'm also like, I'm also there where I'm still excited 6 years later to go live, right? Yo, Stu, thank you so much for the hell yeah, brother. Back in the day when you cook in 12, 14 hours, 3 streams a day. Yeah, I also did that. Like I was doing like 3 streams a day, and you know, definitely 10, 12 hour, 14 hour days, and like I was trying to put the work in to make it a full-time thing. I bring boobies, funny faces, awesome gameplay, laughter. Listen, so Danny, don't stop. You know what I mean? The biggest thing is don't stop. Don't get discouraged. Like months, okay? Months. Like going live, starting, you know, me being the only one in there. I had a shitty headset, shitty gameplay. I still got shitty gameplay sometimes. But like don't give up. Sometimes you're talking. And I've told a lot of streamers this too. When you have no one else to talk to, you know, like Torch has like phenomenal fucking gameplay, right? You just gotta talk to yourself and then tell people what you're doing and why you're doing it, and how I just fucking took his wall on the first try, and you know, the shit that he does, you know what I mean? But yeah, Danny, like, yeah, talk to yourself a lot. That's what I would do. I would tell people why I'm rotating right instead of left. I would tell people why you're gonna move that way because of Storm. Like, just talk about your gameplay, because I'm just gonna use him because he's using eyeballs. One day Dutch Master is gonna hit the follow and say, damn, I didn't think about it that way. Yo, thank you for saying that. And then this effing guy is gonna be like, oh shit, just I didn't know that. That's really cool, Juggernaut. Yo, thank you so much, man. Wes is gonna drop a follow and be like, no, that was really good advice. Yo, thank you so much for doing that. So once you get that first person that's talking to you, then don't let him go, right? Like, damn, yo, Wes, thank you so much for coming in. How long you been watching? What made you hit that follow button? What made you do this? And it like snowballs, right? You know, I had a Jinx telling me before, like, this motherfucker said he watched for months before hitting the follow button. You know how many people told me that they watched me and then like never followed, and then like that day I'm like, what, do you fucking looking me up every day? Like, I at least want to follow that person. Yeah. Said, or even speak. So, or yeah, the amount of people that follow and then they don't say something. Yeah, Mark says he watched for weeks before he followed. Sometimes it's seeing you know, 3 or 4 things of social media, like posts online, different TikToks. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a lot of people that are scared to talk and stream or don't want to talk. Hi, Kristen, how are you? Consistency is definitely your friend, Torch. Listen, if I'm gonna stream full time, then you know they say you should do it some kind of a schedule. So if Danny doesn't get my notification tomorrow, she knows that typically I am live by 11 o'clock Eastern until about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern, right? I was watching another streamer, you were playing with them. I followed you two to check out his teammates, and I was like, oh, I'd like to see them. I really wasn't into you until the day I was streaming. We ran into your squad. You smoked me long and hard. I came in as AGGs, and you was cool as fuck. Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, Wes. You're a bunny, hop hop hop. What does that mean?
Hey, oh, catch up,
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hush puppy raiders of all ages. Yo, welcome in, fam. Thank you so much. I appreciate the host. Sorry that you and your people don't get to see any
Welcome
gameplay,
to the
but
Juggerdome.
We out here chatting and chopping it up with the community. Yo, appreciate you. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the host. Hope it was a good day. Thank you, bro. It says you don't remember how you got here. It said, hey, sexy. What up, Miss Jugs? Miss Jugs in the house. I think it was Jinx that got you here. What up, God's girl? What up, Clutchy? How you guys doing? Dressing as a bunny for tonight. I found you through Chill Bro, so there was that. Wow. Met you through Ursery and Cruz. Shit. I hated you? No, I hated you guys because you would stream tonight. Back when you was doing $40 giveaways on FB. Bet you didn't know you were married to the president? Yo, Miss Jugs, what do you think about this backdrop? You like that shit? Back in their salesman days. You've been following since your birthday in 2023? Hell yeah, Dirty. I got that same mug. Where'd you get it? Oh, that's crazy. Hush Puppy's got one of these? Yo, what a fucking W. Thank you so much, bro. Yo, guys, if we can get a shout out to Big Hush Puppies. He's going for verification as well. He's trying to get that check mark. He was pretty close. So I saw it in the promo channel this morning, bro, but I was busy setting up green screens and getting this podcast thing ready. But yo, drop Hush a follow if you can, chat. Well, it's funny, Torch running with Chill. He was like, no, he's like, we definitely did. He might have been trying to pull my chain or whatever that day, but he's like, nah, yeah. Now that it's like years later, we definitely were, bro. So I was like, okay.
You already talked about Alley Cat's first question a little bit. I don't know if you want to go back to it.
Well, like in a little deeper part. Allie, are you still here? Yo, what up, Payne? How you doing, bro? Found me from flipping through channels. I'm just gonna do like the third part really quick. Allie had asked if I ever plan on creating my own team. That's gonna be a hard no. So like we have the AOJ, right? The Army of Juggernauts. I really love having a community thing. I really like having my community involved. I like having everybody around us that's involved. Yo, what's up, Half Off? What up, baby? All right, we'll get to yours, Hush. I got you. Nasky's got you marked down. No, I love having community members. I love having everybody here. I'll never regret my time being on a team or being around. Before F7, I was part of a clan. It was called And I met some really dope people there. That I still follow, that still stop in. People were like, Juggernaut, and they were like, oh yeah, I know him. They didn't even know it was like a team back then, or a clan. My few years in F7, met a lot of amazing people, a lot of really cool people, a lot of ones that I would consider friends and brothers and sisters, and real life friends as well. So I think it got to the point where it wasn't for me. It wasn't part of what I wanted to do, or like where I was going. And I think you get to a certain point that you also want to build your own brand, not just based off like not a team thing, right? So there's a lot of people that want to join a team because they want to be included in a community, right? So like as you're growing, there's people that want to join a team or organization or whatever just for inclusivity. Am I saying that right? They want to be included in something that's like bigger than just themselves or just bigger than them streams. And there can be like a give and take between that team and themselves. But once you really start focusing on like the Brittany's here, start getting yourself around like Brittany's brand and her Bish gang and things that you can pull in. You got Pain and his Pain gang, right? Like, I got the AOJ. Like once you can get like these things that are more wrapped around like just you, and things that you bring to the table, they're definitely it's a better way to approach it instead of like joining somebody else. Can I turn the music down a little? Pretty much there. That might be it a little bit. What up, Trippy? What up, Homeless? How you doing, OG Mark? Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. Hope you're having a good day. Have fun. Oh shit. What's up, Goku? What up, baby? Okay. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna bounce the Hush puppies, and then I'm gonna go back to Alley Cats. He says, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Hush, God willing. I would love to still be able to do this, right? But in in 5 years I'll be 45. I don't know if that's logical to keep going or keep playing video games. Maybe it evolves into something else. Maybe it's more podcast related or IRL related. Maybe I can stream something else. I don't know. I don't think I would be.
You have the right to sing the blues. You have the right to cable TV. That's very important. You have the right to sublet. You have the right to paint the walls. No loud colors. Hi, Tower. Thanks a lot, man.
Anytime.
Yo, what's up, Popo? What up, dude? I don't think playing video games at like 45 for 8 hours a day is gonna be sustainable. It could be, it could be chunky, but there might be other things that I'm meant to do, or places I'm meant to be.
You lose! Good day, sir. You lose. Good day, sir.
Like I don't know. I don't know. So I leave that part up to God, where I'm gonna be in 5 years. You know, all I can do is do what I can as long as I can, and like I said, it's like a God willing type thing. I don't know. You know, major things could happen between now and next month, and you know, might have to shift focus. I would love to always have a platform or something to stream on, whether it be every once in a while or consistently. I don't think I could ever like fully give it up. Like even if I went back to car sales, right? Yeah, have a fun time, Brittany. Have a fun time. Even if I went back to sales, because there are days that I miss that too, which is really weird. Yeah, thank you. Love you, Britt. Love you, girl. Have fun. Eat a funnel cake or something for me if they're right there. I feel like, you know, God puts you in places and situations that you're supposed to be in. And, you know, all I can have is faith that I'm where I need to be and where I should be, whether it's 6 months from now, a year from now, or 5 years from now. You know, I would love to have this as a flourishing thing that I could keep doing and maybe evolve into something else, or it just comes down to helping people, or maybe I just do like once a month that I'm doing like a podcast. Who knows what it comes down to? But you know, I would love to make that run as long as possible. Going back to Alley Cat, she said, "How do you navigate the personal hate, attacks, rumors, drama that you encounter?" This is nice. A bag of popcorn, Cane Corso and Juggy kind of hit different, half off. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in and watching, man. So Allie, that is it's a tough question that I still navigate, right? I still navigate. I still I'm still I'm going through. Still going through, still working on responses and how to respond to people, and sometimes even why you have to go through that kind of shit. So the first thing to say is one of the most important things in streaming is knowing your self-worth. Okay, knowing who you are, what you do, what you believe in, where you've come from, and having a whole lot of self-confidence. So I brought up, you know, even in a post, it was like, kind of about like that hate and those attacks and things like that. I grew up being bullied, right? You know, for who I was, where I lived, having red hair. Like I was bullied so hard for fucking being a ginger that like you'd have thought that I was like the plague being a redhead. Nobody wanted to be around you, always got picked on. So I got very thick-skinned very quick. Very quick. But like taking those shots, or having people talk down to you, having people have an opinion about you. Let's say if they're not feeding you, fucking you, or funding you, their opinion's kind of irrelevant, right? So you have to realize where are these people in life right now? Are they your biggest supporter? Well then, you know, listen to something that they have to say, and they can either respect who you are or not. Are they your spouse? Realize that, you know, if you don't have the full support from your spouse, then streaming is probably going to be hard. If you're just talking about people that are online or people that know nothing about you, have the biggest opinions of you. People will see a post, know nothing about you, never stop in a stream and have something to say. People that don't know your story will have the most to say. People that are jealous of you have the most to say. So you either take it or you respond to it, and there's different times that both are the right option, right? There's definitely times to respond to stuff, but you also have to understand that most of the time, if people really dislike you, if they hate you, or they have an opinion of you, there is not much that you're gonna say or do to really change their mind, because that's not the point. Their point is to have that hateful opinion about you, or say something mean, or start a rumor, deal with the personal attacks. So, can you stand up for yourself? Of course. You just have to watch in the way that you do it. That lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of sheep is exactly correct, Mark. It clutchy, it happens, man. It happens. It's when you put yourself online, right? When you put yourself out there, you're going to have that. Like, if you didn't want to have people's unsolicited opinions about you, then don't be on the internet. don't make your job to be it's a public figure, right? A public figure, a content creator. Don't put yourself out there. You deal with stuff and people say things, and listen, sometimes I respond when the response doesn't get the answer that you're looking for. Like, let's say Allie wants to please everybody, so she's gonna say, well, no, I didn't really do this, and this is really who I am, and I want people to care about me, or care like me. And so says, well, the hell with that point that you just proved me right on. Here's another point. Well, so you're going in circles, right? They don't really want to hear what you have to say. They just don't like you, right? So when you get to that point, you realize someone doesn't like you. You can block them, right? You block them, you move on, you do all that kind of stuff, and you just say, it's not worth it. It's not worth your breath. It's not worth your happiness. It's not worth any of that stuff, because you realize an opinion is not going to be changed. There's even this past week, people that talk about me online or lash out online, that had enough to say about me, that I ended up blocking, and then they still want to talk and do it over the internet. So I ended up reaching out. I reached out directly to them, explained my side of the things, explained everything that I thought was going on. And what I got in response was nothing. Nothing. Three days later, no response when it's to the personal DMs. And it was seen. The message was seen 1 minute after I sent it. So people can attack you all they want online, in public, to other people, and you respond with logic on your side, and you receive nothing. So that's how much you should care about the opinions of other people. Because when it's not out there to be a smear campaign against you, it just realize that it doesn't really matter. So I sent it the nicest way possible. It's nice that we have a bot that we have to ban, because I need to take a deep breath because I know I'm getting upset. I feel like rage building inside me. We can go ahead and ban that guy even though they're enjoying our stream.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to take a deep breath. So there's also things that I've told other people and other streamers, and I have recently told my son as well. Like when he was dealing with a breakup, kind of like a toxic girl for being, I think they're all like 15, right? Sometimes you got to take a deep breath before you respond, right? And that's okay to do. You know, there messages that I've received, and if you respond right away, you're probably gonna lash out in like the meanest way possible, and you won't be able to get back what you say. So instead, you can actually think about it a little bit. Think about what you have to say, what they had to say about you, what you really think is going on. Think about it a little bit, and then respond, which I have felt that really works a lot better. Not speaking with such a hot tongue, letting it cool off a little bit, and actually trying to have a conversation with somebody. But so Allie has asked, what personal and professional goals do I have for the future? And it kind of goes along with Hush Puppy. Says, what's the next step in your streaming career? Is one of my biggest weaknesses. I can admit I respond very fast. Yeah, and that you say the first thing that's on your mind, Dutch, and that's the kind of shit that gets you in trouble a lot of the times, right? Because I'm also a big smartass. I'm a big smartass, and I can respond pretty fucking quick, and I can no way, me, a smartass, Remy? No. So do I me? Do I want to respond in a way that, like, my first response would be make you feel like a fucking idiot for ever saying anything, right? But what is that gonna get done? Nothing. So, take that deep breath. Take that deep breath. Think about it. Respond then, respond later, respond whenever. Guys, get some W's in the chat for Crazy Slim, baby. Crazy Slim with a 21 freaking months. 21 freaking months. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the heck out of you. Alicast, you just gotta have the big cojones on you, okay? Big cojones. Have your self-worth up to a level 10 out of 10, and keep fucking plowing through the haters. That's all you gotta do. Freaking Chameleon, a Chameleon with her 28 months. Guys, get some W's in chat for Chameleon. Thank you so much for the freaking 28. That's absolutely amazing. Got my first pumpkin roll done, getting ready to start the second. Please share pictures on Discord. So, you in the big picture are growing a brand. What is one thing with growing the brand you wish you had done way before you did? Okay, so So it's kind of like life, right? It's kind of like life and growing up and going through these different things is what gives you like the experiences that you have right now, right? So same with your job, same with like moving up in your job. You know, you start from the bottom and you move up, right? You learn how to run your business, you learn how to do everything. This is gonna go along with like the next Hush Puppies ass, you know, the next step in the career, and Alley Cats with the professional goals. So if I wouldn't have gone through all the stuff at the beginning, I would never know how to navigate where I am right now. Yeah, what's up, Sriracha? She was running some games with the E-Kitty. It's so fucking funny. So if I wasn't a part of a clan, like if I wasn't a part of and then I wasn't a part of a team, then I would never know what it was to build a brand, which is why I think every journey, everybody that I've met is such a huge W, because I would never know like what my brand was, right? I would never know what I needed to build other than just me, right? Other than me and my streaming and what I had here. You know, you can grow it for. I feel like a lot of streamers stick together in the beginning, and they kind of like flock together and do well together. Like, let's say I can build a community, and let's say Propane can build a community, and then you have you know, this group that can even come together, and you can see now like the community's meshing, right? You know, running with each other and hanging out with each other and playing together and streaming together. So like it's really the cool thing about growing that. But I wouldn't have my own, like, the AOJ gang, right? The AOJ family, without going through all these other things. That realize like I could do it on my own, or I could have my own community with all the people around me. But like all that other shit, like all those other steps make you realize it. That it was the beard for you. XL says the way how you talk shows how good a heart you have. Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. That's why I kind of like I like doing these. I like doing these things. It's different than just like watching someone play Fortnite for hours, you know. It's a little bit more human, down to earth, right? Don't worry, Rumi. The beard's coming back. Beard's coming back. It'll grow back. Yo, what's up, A-Dub? How you doing, man? Realizing it. Trust me. Yeah. And listen, the like being a part of something else is good, and that is like the right step for a lot of people. You know, it was, like I said, I believe that I was like supposed to be everywhere that I was supposed to be, like through this whole journey. Like I believe in life. Like that comes down to meeting my wife, comes down to streaming, comes down to like the path and the road that I've taken, like on streaming. Yo, what's up, Tiger? What up, dude? please grow it back. The biggest thing I think it was like half off, something that like I could go back and do, is I spent a lot of time streaming and not enough time uploading content. So, and like everybody says upload, and you know, 1% does it. And guess what? The 1% typically does really fucking good. So in the beginning, I would work all day, and then I would stream, and like from my laptop in between at work, I was uploading content. Okay. that's the level of like effort that I was putting in when I say like people are always working and people are always trying to outwork you. I had 10 to 12 hours a day at a dealership, 2 to 3 hours that I would stream at night, and I still found time to upload content to Facebook and TikTok. So what's your excuse? You know what I mean? Does it make sense? All plan, even if you don't know it. I pump. Oh shoot.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Manny says I popped in one time. I appreciate how you include your community and play. Never talk down to people. Seem very genuine, so I enjoy hanging out and watching when I can. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Maddie. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
What's up, Jimmy? What up, bro? Listen, that is the other thing. Being genuine with yourself and your community, like as you're out there and you're talking and you're chatting and everything that's freaking going on, is there's a lot of people who can see through the bullshit. And there's a lot of big streamers that I've seen from whether it was from Facebook or now on here and all this other shit. I feel like I see through fake people that like put on a show. Not that you can't be enthusiastic, but I feel like there's people, especially like TikTok, these guys like fucking jumping out of their seats and like standing on their fucking chairs and bouncing around and fucking like doing some weird shit. Maybe if I was
my dragons!
Maybe if I was 20 years younger and I had that kind of stamina, flexibility, maybe I would be that type of streamer. I don't know, but like at 40, I know my ass stays in this chair unless y'all fucking give me a scare alert and then I jump the fuck back. Yo, what's up, Stormy? How are you? But like definitely like being genuine with who you are and playing and it doesn't mean you have to put everything out there. It doesn't mean you can't be a little bit more enthusiastic. Like podcast voices like this, right? Podcast voices like this. My streaming and gameplay voice is definitely like that. It's a little more theatrics, but I'm still who the fuck I am, right? Like I'm still me while I do that, while I'm more enthusiastic. I'm still that person, right? So learning how to balance that is huge. Front page, actually? Oh shit, let's go, Hush. Let's go, bro. Are you the same person IRL that you are on stream? I feel so. I've had a lot of I've had a lot of people that have met me IRL. I'm very, very down to earth. I am who I am. I like to have fun. I like to joke around. He said he's way hotter IRL. Something different that not a lot of people are willing to do on here. Yo, thank you so much, Hush. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you. Better now that the washer is fixed. Ooh, damn. Yeah, I'm glad it is fixed for you. Need help getting in touch with Kick people. I can't get back into my account due to 2FA. Support@kick.com. You can email them. Usually they respond within like a half an hour. But support@kick.com. I was told I am more funny in person. We're gonna put in an or like at your own house half off, or like as a job. Appreciate the way your community has welcomed me and trust me with their systems and things. Of course, Chunky. I appreciate all the freaking help that you do too, man. So something I've learned the hard way is you'll never get your time back. This was from Hush Puppies. You'll never get your time back. So, you know, whether it's spending time with a loved one, you'll never get that time back. If you cancel plans, you never get that time back. You push a diet that you're gonna go on starting tomorrow that you end up never doing. You're never gonna get that time back. I've had too many friends that have passed away that I feel like I never spent enough time with them, or you know, heaven forbid, like the things I would give up, like one more day to spend with my mom. Like you'll never get that time back. The 4 out of the 6 years that I didn't upload content, I'll never get that time back. So that definitely ties into the streaming part, where you ask, like, what do I really want to do? I want to keep growing. I want to keep growing the brand. I want to keep growing the Juggernaut name. You know, I brought on Nat, like, has it been 10 months, or are we approaching 11 now?
I think we're almost to a year, because my first promo was a Halloween promo.
Oh shit, approaching a year. So I brought on Nat almost a year ago. As you guys know, like, she's always here. Yes, I do pay her to be my friend. So like she clips everything and she puts them together. She uploads to social media. She has my Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So I realize, like, as someone who likes to stream a lot and doesn't take time off, that I really needed her help. So after starting by posting every day and taking that time off, and then trying to do it myself and not getting the results that I wanted, and the consistency that I wanted, you know, I hire someone, and it has done really well. We made a post a few weeks ago that, you know, we had, for the first time, we're usually somewhere between like 2 million and 3 million views per month on Facebook. We've had the last few months that have been 3 million plus views, and then we just hit 4 million views, and it actually topped off at 4.4 million views on Facebook in the past 30 days. So, like, that's a huge accomplishment. I've had not just the growing followage on Facebook, but also the people that were followers on Facebook coming over to Kick. Said a year later she got 401k, dental vision, a brand new house. Says proud of you, Nasky. That's from Torch. Said I do well in life, but I throw it all away to do fishing with my dad one more time. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Exactly. One more day with your brother and sister. And see, and you never know. You never know, Ben. So, like, having that time, like, when I think about it, I'm like, damn, you know, obviously I didn't meet Nat fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but like, if I could have done it with consistency, like, on my own by myself, like, that shit would be so freaking huge. But I haven't, and I'm not gonna get the time back. I won't have that time back, so I'm going to take what I have now and live in the moment as hard and as strong that I can, and do everything in my power to not fail, you know. So that's where my wanting to stream all the time is. That's where wanting Nat to upload all these things is. I want consistent growth, and I want to not fail at like what I'm doing, because I would love to keep doing this. You know, we're part of the Kick Partner program. We get hourly pay. You guys are obviously more than generous with the subs and now the kicks and everything else. And like, you know, I treat every day that I'm blessed that I get to be able to do this, and I don't take any single day for granted, 'cause I know anything could be over tomorrow or next month or 6 months down the road, and I could be doing something completely different. I could be back in sales. I could be flipping burgers at McDonald's. I don't fucking know, but I always know that like I'm lucky to be where I am and doing what I am, and I'm gonna be appreciative of it while I have the opportunity to do it. So, yo, it's good stuff. What's up, cancer-free Mr. Bob? All right, listen, Bob will tell you. You know, you don't get fucking you don't get your time back. My man's been doing treatments and battling cancer and fighting and dealing with the people around him and people that he's lost recently, and you don't get that time back. You don't know when it's your time to be called. You don't know if you're gonna beat something or not, and you literally can't waste a day. Can't waste a day, and don't waste a day. It says the time is now, so live now. Exactly, brother. I think we have from personal and professional goals. I think we went over that, right, with Allie. I think we had all three of Allie's things done.
You lose! Good day, sir!
How the Juggernaut name and merch logo came from. How we came up with that.
Oh, so then the Juggernaut name, and logo. So in the very beginning, before I started streaming, I was playing a lot of Call of Duty, and like the Juggernaut perk was one of my favorites. Getting the fucking armored suit and come down, and you know that was always my perk that I always got. Listen, I've always been a big guy, you know what I mean, and I had a couple of my sales guys that like we were just like talking about things and coming up with different ideas. And back when I was talking about, you know, starting to stream, and they helped me out. Two of my sales guys. I was like, you know, Juggernaut would be like a badass thing. And one of my sales guys actually created the logo. So I'm gonna listen, chat. All right, I need you guys to calm down. This is a picture of my wife's ass, but it has the logo on it and it sits right next to me. Yeah, these were the leggings that she had back in my original Juggernaut Gaming merch. Oh, it says, you know how I asked to turn down the music? It was my music playing from my computer. Yo, it's all good.
Can I slap that ass num num?
Yeah, chill. So yeah, that was the Juggernaut logo, right? So he came up with it. For those of you who know me in like the Facebook time, either I had a hat or I had a bandana, a Skull and Crossbones bandana. I had these Oakleys. And I'm not gonna lie, my voice had a little bit of a twang. I would come in here and kick your ass, Mark, if he ever talked to me. All right, listen here. I beat your ass in Fortnite and IRL, you son of a bitch. You know what I mean? So, you know, I had watched one of my very first ones was watching Kingslayer and watching him transfer from Joe into like the Kingslayer, and you know, that was my entertainment before I started streaming, and that's who I watched, and that's who you know, gave me a lot of ideas, like trying to be entertaining and like the different shit that I did. And you know, I never took anything like as far as he did, and obviously he has a whole completely different thing. But you know, I tried to give myself my own, like that was my Skull and Crossbones. I had the Oakleys. You know, I had someone I had a troll since Facebook, probably like 6 months in, who still stalks me. He's probably watching now, but always called me the leader of a lesbian biker gang. You know what I mean? So that was, if anybody remembers Chris, still all over Kick and still stalking people with different profiles all the time. So, but that was it. And that was my funny thing. That's like before I had any tattoos and anything else. Now I got 2 sleeves and shit down my legs, and you know what I mean, working on the chest next. But you know, I had fun with it, and like that was my thing, and that really helped my growth. But I'm glad it developed more like into just me and who I am. So. Hush has put in the channel, what is something small that always makes your day better? Wow, I wanted to be cheesy, but I wanted to say my wife. You know, when I get done, it's really like my comfort zone, and having someone there for me and asking how my day is and supporting me, and bro, someone that'll always have my back. I had to tell her to get off I don't even know if I told you now. I think I did. I had to tell her to get off of Twitter. She was about to ready to fucking fight some people. Okay, if y'all don't think Miss Jugs can get fucking scrappy, she will get fucking down. Yeah, don't. I don't even want to piss her. Yeah, don't piss her off, bro. But yeah, I told her to go back, and I was like, listen, delete this shit. Like I'm the one who deals with the online bullying and harassment and everything else. Like don't worry about me. Like I got this. I don't need you getting involved, and I appreciate you and everything that you do, but she gotta be scrappy to handle your ass. Probably. But listen, she makes my day better. Like, you know, I get done and I relax, and she makes it all better. The second thing is you guys fucking showing up every day. That may sound cheesy, but this past week, past few weeks, past couple weeks has been really tough on me mentally. We've had a lot of people coming at me sideways. What up, AJ? What up, baby? A lot of people coming at me sideways, and without you guys knowing it. Yo, what's up, Verdam? What up, bro? How you feeling, bro? Without you guys even knowing it, the amount of hype and craziness, and listen, I'm not even talking about like just the subs. I'm talking about like your hype and your energy, and people have put like some of the nicest. I don't know if Nat, if you can back me up. I don't even know if you can remember like a time where like that many people were that nice just fucking randomly.
Yeah.
Like we've pinned some of the comments throughout this week because some of the shit that y'all had to say, just like appreciating me and appreciating the stream, and you know what we do like as a community, and the way we've come together and everything else has meant so much at a time that you guys didn't even know, like that it meant that much. Yeah, I love you too, Big Rich. I love you too, bro.
It was a really good week.
Yeah, it was a really good week of like just people being fucking nice, and like I don't know, and it was, you know, when I had to tell someone recently that you know, God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Okay, doesn't give you more than you can handle, and the amount of shit and the grief and the hate that I've been enduring off stream has been met with far better energy on stream that I could ever imagine. And I just I'm very blessed for, you know, each and every person and people that show up and the things that you say, and it kind of makes me realize that I'm not doing everything that I'm doing on an empty voice. So where they say on a toneless voice, I don't know, I'm drawing a blank, but they only come at you sideways, they wouldn't come at you in person. Hey, listen, we'll see. We'll be at DreamHack. Been an amazing week here. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Wouldn't trade you or this community for nothing. I really feel blessed for where it is and what it's become, and you know, even if other people try to bring that shit down, you can't stop the entire fucking community. So yo, thank you, Chunky. I love it too, man. I love it too, bro. What is the best food you've ever had? What's your favorite meal that your wife makes? I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. Yo, what's up, Mr. Breadman? How you doing? Said happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you're all having a blessed day. Thank you so much, bro. It has definitely been a blessed one for sure. Yo, you better not cancel it, Stormy. I better see you there at the end of the month. Listen, I'm not even gonna lie, Hush. Something that's been like, I tried Indian food for the first time back in like March, like when the wife and I had our anniversary, and we did like a 3-course meal type shit. Nocturnal gave us suggestions for, you know, appetizers, entrees, desserts. We tried like so much on the menu, had so many good things, and like everything that we had was so fucking good. Every part of it was like amazing. So I could say probably in the recent years, trying Indian food was like the best thing. Yeah, the curry be hitting. The only thing that we're gonna do different is, I think, go up a little spicier. Since we were out to eat, and some days I have a crazy, like, an upset stomach. Sometimes that doesn't work out the best. But we had we just realized that they DoorDash now too. So he said it'd be burn your asshole clean out. So that's why we're gonna go a little bit spicier, but we're gonna have it DoorDash to the house. So I'll come at you so fast you need 3D glasses. Yo, Jinx. What's up, Opie? Toilet time at restaurants is not fun. Nah, definitely not. Yo, what's up, Christy? Thank you for the check-in. Says I'm here but not here. I just want to say I may not be a big part of the community, but I always feel welcome and I love y'all. Bro, you are a big part of the community, man. And we freaking love having you around, Driller. No, it's just talking about all the new people that we've met and then the communities that have merged, and you're such a big freaking part of it. And you know, not just my Illumia tech support, but everything that you've done for us in the community, and it doesn't go unnoticed. You're so welcomed here, and I love your vibes, brother. I love your vibes. Says God had to make us a little slow because if me and you could spell, we would be unstoppable. Mark, you said them. Says we love having you around. Big barbecue guy, and you're from Florida. Yeah, before we move back up north, Redman, like I was just talking to the wife, I was like, we really haven't experienced like a whole lot of barbecue here, a lot of barbecue food, and I was like, we really need to. So we have like a day that we're gonna plan out with the kids. Hey, okay, maybe tomorrow we're just gonna go and try some like southern barbecue. Have some good stuff, not like a chain place. Do I like coconut? Side question. I love coconut. I love coconut. Love coconut juice. I love the smell of coconut shampoo. Jalapeno cornbread. I'm a troll, but hey, if I didn't troll, I wouldn't have the greatest giggles. Wait, hold on.
My butthole is a buffet.
Chat, does anybody know who that is?
I got literally fucking eaten out by the bitch gang.
Yo, what happened? What? Yo, is that Pain? Chat, is that bro Pain?
You lose! Good day, sir!
was that bro Pain? I don't think you could hear him.
My butthole is a buffet.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. Yo, what's up, Pierogi? How you doing, man? Wait, baked cheese grits are amazing. Oh shit, let's go, Pierogi. Greg's restaurant near you is the best barbecue around. Yeah, I need to find a good one. I'm gonna make the bars with you in my ears. Thank you, Stormy. Yo, Pierogi, thank you for the hype, bro. Oh shit, AJ full send it. Yo, thank you, boys. Thank you. Big freaking W's. If you had to pick a theme song that plays every time you walk into a room, what would it be? Oh, interesting. Here, I got you, Hush Puppies. I think it's just the glass shattering at the beginning that does it for me. All right, now I don't know where my music was, so I'm gonna take that and turn it all the way down. All right. Okay. All right. I'll add glass shattering to your song. Yo, for those of you who haven't heard my intro, the glass is awesome. Four Rivers Barbecue. This is from the Jinxie. All right. Phew. Love it. Yo, thank you, Clutchy. Hush probably asks, do you think that we should explore space or deeper parts of the ocean? So I think exploring what you can is like more relevant, right? So would you love to like know what happens in the ocean and like map out every part of the Mariana Trench and see what's out there? And sure, but is it going to have any impact? Not really, right? You can't get down there. Submarines fucking explode, right? So, you know, NASA was built as like to explore the ocean, and they stopped and they redirected their efforts towards the sky. Now when you think about what's immediately here, you know, have we explored, you know, the moon? Have we been to Mars? Is, you know, we can't even get to the closest star. So there's more like, listen, I'm intrigued by space. I do like a lot of like down the rabbit hole type shit of space, but you still have at the same time what you can actually get to and where you can accomplish. Like it's neat knowing the things that are out there. But we can't even comprehend like how big our Earth is and how tiny it is compared to our sun. And then you take our sun compared to, you know, Stevenson, like the biggest star that we know, and you take that to like a supermassive black hole. Like you can't even fathom the size of some of these things that are just out there, but then we can't get to them, right? So I think knowing as much as you can about space is huge, but it'd be nice to, you know, traveling at light speed doesn't even get you anywhere within our lives. Like you'd have to teleport. So I think figuring out other technologies, how to get to other places faster would be probably time better spent. You believe there's another world behind the ice wall? Like there's a lot of things about space that I believe and I don't believe. That they finally said there's aliens and when they have proof of it. Yeah, you know, there's proof of other life and proof of everything. There's things that have been hidden from us, things that are here. If your cat suddenly starts talking, what's the first thing they roast you for? Probably farting on them in my sleep. I don't know. Podcast, if Juggy was arrested with no explanation, what would you guys assume he did? Chat, what would you assume I did if I get fucking arrested? They set my boy up. It's all set up. Yeah, we are about wrapping her up. Usually do it for about two hours. So if you guys have any last questions, I think we covered a lot in 2 hours. Covered a lot that I wanted to talk about. So
yeah, I think everything on my list, basically.
Yo, what's up, Herc? What up, bro? You're just getting home? Damn, you're gonna have to watch it back, dog. Yo, it has been a W. It has been, bro. Just gonna have to watch it back, Chad. I don't know. It's been a W day. You said we checked everything off on your list, Nat?
Yeah, I think the only two things were just talking about your setup and then kind of getting into gameplay. But those are kind of off topic. They didn't really flow with anything.
Yeah. That would have been a good part with getting started. I could have said how many times I've gone through a setup and if you had to pick 3 people to represent your community in a boxing or street fighting tournament, who are you picking? Wow. I guess Jinx is gonna have to be one of them, or else he's probably gonna try to fuck me up. I would pick I would pick Nat to scrap with any of the females. And I would pick myself as the third, just because I like to handle my own business. You know what I mean? So, there you go. He said Nat wins those. I like to handle my own shit, and I'm sure a few people would come at me, Jinx. So I'd have some things settled. OP can be in the background in her little Fabio outfit, cheerleading for us. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jinx. Thank you, bro. Yo, what up, God's girl? Let's go, Hurt. Let's go, OP. Favorite Bible verse? I don't know. I always say I can accomplish anything because he is by my side. And I think the goes with the as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil because he is with me. So it probably goes like hand in hand, right? Do not judge, or you too will be judged the same way you judge others. My exactly, Jinx. Other thing is it was just from the Bible. when the adulterer was about to be stoned. And they asked Jesus what you should do with the adulterer. And he didn't deny that she had sinned. But he said, let the first one who casts a stone be the one without sin. And one by one, they all dropped their stones and they walked away. Means none of us are perfect. But I think a combination of those are pretty good. Yo, appreciate you, Hush Puppies. You have a blessed night, man. I think that is wrapping it up for us as well. That's one of your favorites. Oh yeah, Herc. Nobody's perfect. As long as you live, grow, learn, and are comfortable with yourself and who you are and what you stand for. I appreciate you guys so much. It was a little bit of a different twist today, a little bit more streaming related. I appreciate you guys being here and showing up and hanging out. Thank you, Nat, for being in my ear and keeping us flowing.
Welcome.
I hope you all have an amazing evening, and I am about 50-50 whether I show up tomorrow, because I know I just came here for the podcast today, so I'll probably make an appearance tomorrow. So podcasts are fucking dope. I actually like these. Yo, thank you, brother. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for accepting me in this lovely community. Appreciate you so much, Juggy and Nasty. Yo, thank you, Ben, for being here, bro. Thank you for being here. And we're an hour and a half away. All right, sounds good, Miss Jugs. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my little seafood restaurant and eat there while I wait for you. Just kidding. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Yo, thank you, AJ. Thank you, Opie. Thank you, Jinx. Love you, Miss Jugs. Drive safe. Drive home safe. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for being such an amazing community. Thank you for keeping me going and making me want to wake up and do it again tomorrow. I love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Thanks, Sally. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ben. See y'all.